at the back? Cool. I'm seeing lots of friends here, so thanks so much for coming. And I'm Vlada. I'm working at a startup called 25, and we have a crowdsourcing application called Bounty. So I'm going to be talking about building the crowd and the community for the mobile app, giving examples from our company and also general examples. And just to ask you guys, who out of you are mobile developers? Wow, so most of the crowd. And who are into marketing? Oh, cool. And who are product owners who want to learn about how to promote their mobile app? Okay, cool, awesome. So just a little bit about me. I was born in the Caucasus. This is not an actual picture, of course. It's a Photoshop. But then my story goes like this. I went to study in London and I worked there as well. And then I came to Istanbul and I found a really exciting startup community here. I was really surprised with the level of startups here. So I decided to stay and I worked for Apple Analytics, Startup Weekend, and now I'm working for 25. So this is a very happy day, how I became a squirrel. I joined 25 and I just thought it's like the best. They have an amazing product and the team is great, so this is a really happy day. And our app is growing like crazy. Now we are in 5 countries and we have 145k users. So now we are in Turkey, Canada, Ukraine, South Africa and Mexico. So I would like to tell you about community building and squirrel love. Why we call it squirrel? Because our users, we are calling them sinjoplar or squirrels, and they are going around and doing tasks in our app. So you will see everything. So I just want to point out for everyone who's in the development stage still, it's really important to start building your community even at this stage, because building community from the beginning is one of the most important things you can do for getting your app noticed. In the launch stage, it's really important to tell your personal story of how you build the app or the story of your startup, because people actually relate to people, so they want to know your personal story and promote it like that rather than a boring startup, boring press release. So I think we all agree that presentation matters. And here are some results from a guy. I found his article on Medium, and he's an app developer from India. So first screenshot on the left, he did himself. It's an amateur screenshot. And he said this screenshot got him 100 downloads a day from Facebook groups. And then he actually paid $5 on Fiverr website to somebody to take professional screenshots. And this screenshot gave him 1,200 downloads per day. So you can see the drastic difference, even though they are the same product, the same app. So just want to point you towards just getting professional design screenshots really matters, and presentation is everything for your app downloads. And then the website. Of course, you need a great landing page for your product. And you can see on our page we have really big call to action buttons. Download on Google Play and download on App Store. Really important. And then what we added and saw a really good growth and increase in interaction on our website is social proof. So this is actually adding what are your users saying. I mean, in the beginning you can fake it, but of course it's not advisable. But we have some great tweets from our users, so we just included them on our website, and they're actually clickable, so you can go and check them on Twitter. And I just want to tell you guys about customer development and how important it is. So customer development has been arise as a concept from Lean Startup methodology. It's an approach how to discover customer needs. And this comes even before you launch. So how do you do customer development is through activities such as one-on-one interviews, focus groups, surveys, live support feedback. Even when you're getting when you're helping your users in live support, always ask for feedback. And actually, we are asking feedback everywhere, like on our emails, through the live support. So you need to establish user segments, and also important, you need to establish personas. as detailed as possible. You can use also socioeconomic status categories as guidance. So once you've established who are you targeting, now I want to introduce you to the STAR, which is a tool called Intercom. So 90% of a community manager's job is done through Intercom, because it has amazing features like live chat, push notifications, emails, analytics, CRM. And actually the best thing about Intercom is that it gives you immediate feedback. So for example, you send a push notification to the whole of the country. Immediately, people seeing it as a personal message in the app, and they're replying back to you and saying whatever they're saying, and you should always listen and start conversations and get as much feedback as possible. So it's immediate feedback is really important. And also I want to show you this tool. You have segments and you have attributions. In there, you can set attributions, so it can show you a lot of data. For example, at which times your users are coming to your app, what devices are they using, which operating systems are they using, and then you can make custom events as well, and really get down to detailed events and tracking and analytics. And you can see also analytics on your push notifications, how many were opened and clicked to the call to action button. So it's really important. Push notifications, I just want to say, it's like trial and error, and we've been really trying lots of stuff with push notifications. You should be specific. Don't just generally say anything that they already know. Be specific and be engaging, and include interesting content. And for example, I will show you our push notifications. We're even using symbols and smileys and buttons and pictures. And of course, it's trial and error. And one day I sent 5 push notifications to the whole of Canada. They were the same notifications, which was a disaster. And I even got some users writing back to me, "Shut up." So it was a disaster. So don't repeat my mistake, but just really identify how often you should push these notifications to users. For every app is different. When now we get into the amount which our users are comfortable and we know exactly what they want, it's again done through customer development. So social media, super important, of course. As everyone is doing, we are also on Twitter and Facebook. And as you can see, our Facebook is really engaging. The design and the competitions, the pictures. We are doing a lot of user-generated contests. So what it is asking users for content like videos, pictures, their opinions, and then creating engaging collages or competitions out of it. So in this one, for example, at the end of 2015, we launched a mini site called Bounty Awards, and we decided to select 3 favorite users. The nerdiest squirrel, the richest squirrel were selected by the number of tasks that they've done in our app. But for adventurous squirrel, what was interesting is that we asked them on social media, what was the funniest story that happened to you during doing bounty tasks? And they sent us lots of stories, really funny stories. And then we chose the funniest, which was the adventurous squirrel. So doing stuff like that with your users, obviously, is really good for your engagement. And it's another interesting story what we did. This was when our mascot, Rıfkı, was launched, went live. We asked users, what name do you think will be good for our squirrel? And we said like Mike, Pierre, Rıfkı, and they voted, so they chose Rıfkı, and he became our favorite squirrel. And because users actually named him themselves, they love him so much. Now we have Rıfkı obviously everywhere, and I just want to point that it's really important to have consistent visual language. So we have a kick-ass designer on there. He's designing lots of cool stuff like this for us. We have another type of content. It's really funny, but with our theme squirrels, we have a lot of interest. Of course, we can send them funny squirrels, sad squirrels, weird squirrels, so it never stops. And we have also this hashtag in Turkey, which is para bize hep lazım. So, which is, we always need money, and we are building a following around this hashtag, and people really like it. And we also have this user-generated contest around events. For example, when it was Super Bowl in Canada and the whole of the country watched, we asked them to submit pictures of how are they watching, who are they watching with. And actually it's really touching submissions, because they're allowing us to their homes and sending us pictures with their family, kids watching the game. And then we're making this kind of collages. And also we have, in Canada, it's like a trend to queue for this coffee. It's called Tim Hortons. And it's really been in the news that it's really long queues, really long lines. So we decided to find the longest, Canada's longest lineup, and we're asking users to submit their pictures on Facebook and Twitter. We also have good results with this campaign. And obviously we're rewarding our squirrels. For example, for this one, for a few weeks, we were sending, each week we were choosing a squirrel, and we were sending $25 gift card from Tim Hortons. So it's actually, yes, it's spending money, but investing in the communities really pays off, because they see and they build the trust in you and in the company. They start loving you more. And our users really love us. So we have this user from Canada, his name is Zach, and he's always tweeting to us. Whenever he's doing a bounty task, he will tweet us, I'm doing my bounty task, I'm on my lunch break, I'm on my dinner. So he's really awesome. And we have some, of course, email marketing. We're using MailChimp, and we are doing Squirrel Weekly. It's our weekly newsletter. And this one is a Christmas newsletter from our team. As you can see our faces. I think it's really important to show your users who you are as well, because people relate to people. So you should be posting sometimes content about yourself, and don't be shy. Just say, this is our team, this is our startup. Even if it's just like 2 developers in a really small room, this is what we're doing, we're eating pizza. And this kind of stuff really helps users to connect with you as a company. And then we have, of course, acquisition, some Facebook campaigns. And I just want to show you to the screenshot of the guy. What we did, we added the actual tweet from the user to the ad. So he said, we took his quote, and it's again social proof. And just after this changed, our CPI, our cost per install really decreased, which is really good for us, because users start clicking on this ad. So it really increased the engagement and increased the growth. So just be aware of this power of social proof, and just add it to your Facebook ads, posts, website. And then, of course, we have an awesome product. And the awesome part also that it allows us to build viral loops. So we have tasks, right? And in this one, we launched the task, share us on Twitter and share us on Facebook. We paid $1. And this went really viral, and it's still going viral. So we're getting lots of signups from users actually tweeting and sharing about us. Then we have engagement metrics. It's really important to track as well, just not to go blindly. So of course we have signups, active users, active per signups rate. We are tracking. Also, due to our business, we are tracking task submission rate, task acceptance rate. And about Facebook campaigns, we are tracking number of installs and CPI, cost per install. Okay, gamification, really interesting, right? Everyone loves gamification. And so we also love it. It's because it helps with engagement, behavior modification, retention, loyalty, monetization. So how are we gamifying our users? We have, as you can see, experience points. So when they're clicking, they're earning money, also experience points, which is great because they're investing in the platform. And also you see squirrels on the map. They're not random squirrels. It's actually a place where a squirrel has just been and taken a task. And it improves the competition between squirrels and makes them more engaged, gamifies them to be faster, to go to more tasks. So gamification, this is the graph, or it's a model from a book that I read. The book is called Hooked. And so this model is the hook model of 4 stages. So the first one goes like this. It's a trigger. It's external trigger from the product. It can be Facebook push notifications. It can be email or something, or a link. So the user sees it and he goes, so for trigger stage it's really important to be engaging, really engaging. Then he goes to action, so he goes to a product, and this is, you need him to perform some action, so it's all about usability, design, and user experience. So here you're improving the stage about usability and the ease of doing the action. And then he goes to reward. After he done some action, he went to Facebook, for example, there is a newsfeed of friends, right? And so reward is really important to have an element of surprise, because every time you go on Facebook you see different news from your friends, different feed. So if you just went there and it was the same news, you wouldn't of course be going there. So the newness and the surprise factor is really important, so the content should be fresh. Also when you scroll in Pinterest, for example, the bookmarking site, discovery picture site, they designed it in a way when you're scrolling, more content pops up in your eye view. So it's really important to have surprise factor about your content. And then investment. Actually, what he means is what user invests in your product. So he's building a profile, he's inviting his friends, he's learning new features. These are all investments in the product that user does, and you should encourage him to do more investment in the product, to store more data, because then he's less likely to leave. This is retaining the user, it's really important. For example, if you're using Dropbox and all your pictures are stored on Dropbox, of course you're less likely to switch to another product. So about these stages, the trigger should be engaging, the action should be easy, the reward should be surprising, and the investment should be, you should make them invest. So these are some books if you want to read more about gamification. One of them, of course, we all know, is this Turkish book. I read the one in the middle. It was really interesting and really useful. Then we have retention, which is also super important. Retention is a 5 increase in customer retention can increase a company's profitability by 75%. So it's not only acquisition matters. It's retaining the users is maybe one of the most important things you can do. So what you can do for retention is we have this kind of triggered emails. We set them up, they're automatic emails. So first one goes after if the user hasn't visited the app in 15 days, last seen in 15 days, and last seen in 30 days. So you see Rifki crying and he's sad, and this should be a really funny or engaging email. And you should remind them about the incentives of your product and put a button there as well. So this is working good for retention. What you can do as well is again understanding why they're churning. So doing interviews with the customers, for example, and understanding why. One of the main reasons of churn is expired credit cards. So there's workarounds around this. So retention, yeah, really important. So growth hacking. Growth hacking is a really hot topic in marketing and startups. Growth hacking, if some of you haven't heard, but I would be surprised, it's intersections of marketing and developing. So it's like